Welcome back to the social science class, Geography, chapter number 4, Agriculture. Geography chapter number 2 and 3 are not in the syllabus. They will be used only for the internal assessment, and that too only their map content. So we have done some open book assignment format of those chapters. And later on we will continue with the map content of water resources, that is the chapter number 3. So let's start with chapter number 4, agriculture. In this chapter we will study the various topics like the introduction of the agriculture, types of farming which are used in our India of the agriculture, cropping patterns, major crops. We will study about some of the major crops which are grown in India, their geographical conditions, the type of soil they are grown in, as well as the leading states of those particular crops. We will also study some of the non-food crops. Besides that, technological and institutional reforms taken by the government for the improvement of the crops, contribution of agriculture in the national economy, employment and output, and in the last we will do the impact of globalization on agriculture. Introduction. As India is an agriculturally important country, 2/3 of its population is engaged in agricultural activities. Agriculture is a primary activity which produces most of the food that we consume. Besides food grains, it also produces raw material for various industries. In India, we have various types of farming like primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial farming. We will study in detail about these three types of farming. Primitive subsistence farming. As the word says, primitive. Primitive means the old method, the ancient process. Subsistence farming is a type of farming which is done for the self-consumption. So the primitive subsistence farming, it is a slash and burn agriculture. It is done with the help of primitive tools like hoe, dhow and digging sticks, and family or the community laborers. The farming depend upon monsoon, natural fertility of the soil, and suitability of other environmental conditions to the crop grown. It is also referred as a slash and burn agricultural farming. Farmers clear a patch of land and produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear the fresh patch of land for cultivation. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish the fertility of the soil through natural process. Land productivity in this type of agriculture, as the farmers does not use fertilizers or other modern inputs. It is also known as different names in the different parts of the country and the world. As it is zooming in the northeastern states like Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland, Pamlaw in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, and in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In the various parts of the world, it is named in the different names like Milpa in Mexico and Central America, Conuco in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Mazole in Central Africa, Ladang in Indonesia, Ray in Vietnam. In India, this primitive form of cultivation is called by the various names like Bewad, Dhaya in Madhya Pradesh, Podu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, Pamadabi or Koman in Odisha, Kumri in Western Ghats, Walre or Voltre in southeastern Rajasthan, Khil in Himalayan belt, Kuruva in Jharkhand, and Jhuming in northeastern regions. The second variety of farming is the intensive subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population pressure on land. It is a labor-intensive farming where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. Though the right of inheritance leading to the division of land among successive generations has rendered landholding size uneconomical. The farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative source of livelihood. Thus, there is enormous pressure on the agricultural land due to intensive subsistence farming. The third category comes commercial farming. The main characteristics of this type of farming is the use of high doses of modern inputs, that is high yielding variety HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another. Like the rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Odisha it is a subsistence crop. Plantation is also a type of commercial farming. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown in a single row in a large area. The plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. Plantations cover large tracts of land using capital intensive inputs with the help of migrant laborers. All the produce is used as raw material in respective industries. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. are important plantation crops. The next topic is cropping pattern. In our India, we have mainly the three forms of cropping pattern. They are also reflected in the agricultural practices and cropping patterns in the country. Various types of food and fiber crops, vegetables and fruits, spices and condiments, etc. constitute some of the important crops grown in the country, and India has the three cropping seasons, that is Rabi, Kharif and Zaid. Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December and harvested in summer from April to June. Some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. Though these crops are grown in large parts in India, states from the north and northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other Rabi crops. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperate cyclones helps in the success of these crops. However, the success of the Green Revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the Rabi crops. Second category comes Kharif crops. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of the monsoon in different parts of the country, and these are harvested in September, October. Important crops grown during this season are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut and soybean. Some of the most important rice growing regions are Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Maharashtra. particularly the Konkan coast along with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Recently, paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and Haryana. In states of Assam, West Bengal, and Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown in a year. These are Os, Aman, and Boro. In between the Rabi and Kharif seasons, there is a short season during the summer months known as Zaid season. Some of the crops produced during Zaid are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Sugarcane takes almost a year to be grown. Now let us continue with explanation of some of the major crops. A variety of food and non-food crops are grown in different parts of the country depending upon the variations in soil, climate, and cultivation practices. Major crops grown in India are rice, wheat, millets, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, and jute, etc. Let us start with the explanation of some of the major crops like rice. Rice is a staple food crop. Our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. Rice is a kharif crop which requires high temperature above 25 degrees Celsius and high humidity with annual rainfall above 100 centimeter. In the areas of less rainfall, it grows with the help of irrigation. Rice is grown in the plains of north and northeastern India, coastal areas, and deltaic regions. Development of dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells have made it possible to grow rice in areas of less rainfall such as Punjab, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan. Wheat. Wheat is the second most important cereal crop. It is the main food crop in north and northwestern part of the country. This rabi crop requires a cool growing season and a bright sunshine at the time of ripening. It requires 50 to 75 centimeter of annual rainfall evenly distributed over the growing season. There are two important wheat growing zones in the country, the Ganga Satluj plains in the northwest and black soil regions of the Deccan. The major wheat producing states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, and parts of Madhya Pradesh. Next crop is millet. Millet consists of the three important crops, those are jowar, bajra, and ragi. Though these are known as coarse grains, they have very high nutritional value. For example, ragi is very rich in iron, calcium, other micronutrients, and roughage. Jowar is the third most important food crop with respect to area and production. It is a rain-fed crop mostly grown in the moist areas which hardly needs irrigation. Major jowar producing states are Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. Bajra grows well on sandy soils and shallow black soils. Major bajra producing states were Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Haryana. Whereas ragi is crop of dry seasons and grows well on red, black, sandy, loamy, and shallow black soils. Major ragi producing states are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. Pulses. India is the largest producer as well as the consumer of pulses in the world. Major source of protein in a vegetarian diet is it is, and these need less moisture and survive even in dry conditions. Major producers of the pulses are Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. Being leguminous crop, all these crops except arhar help in restoring soil fertility by fixing nitrogen from the air. Therefore, these are mostly grown in rotation with other crops. Our next food crop is maize. Maize is a crop which is used both as food and fodder. It is a kharif crop. It requires temperature between 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. It grows well in old alluvial soil. In some states like Bihar, maize is grown in Rabi season also. With the help of modern inputs such as HYV seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation, the increase in production of the maize is done. Major maize producing states are Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, and so on.